Well, I am here with the infamous Frank from Comcast, and we are at the WOMMA, Word of Mouth Marketing Association conference in Las Vegas. And I asked Frank if he would talk to me about some of the things that are changing in his world, job titles, organizational changes, how Twitter is affecting customer service, and why maybe customer service should own the social media customer interaction.
And how does this all fit into such a short video? But we'll try.
Well, we can do less than 10 minutes. YouTube will let me load. We might have to do 3.
But ultimately, Twitter is transforming organizations. And Brian Roberts, CEO of Comcast at the Web 2.0 Summit, said Twitter has transformed our organization. And he credited my team as well as myself for the work that we've done. And it really comes down to the speed of information that is happening. The customer is gaining that control that they've not had before, and companies need to listen. Companies have always wanted to listen on their own terms in the past, and now it's not.
I don't think they were
terms.
even listening. I think they were pushing customers away. I mean, after 4 minutes, they don't want to listen because that's the average handle time.
And that may be the case, but I would actually say there's a lot of technologies that companies will be using internally to listen to customers. But the problem is, it's a small portion of your customer because it's the ones that actually call. So why are they listening? They're listening because I won't want you to call. And that's not a reason to listen. The reason to listen is, how can I have a better relationship with my customer? And by listening in social media spaces, Twitter just being one of many, you can learn more for your organization. You can learn the here and now. I always say Twitter is the here and now. It's the instant. You know things before your call center does. But you can also go into blogs and forums throughout the internet. Now you can actually change policies or find new ways to help customers. Forums are great because it's peer helping peer. Well, you can increase your knowledge base for your own representatives through your forums.
I know, isn't that amazing, the crowdsourcing information? The super users and the community know more than the company could ever know, because guess what? We don't take our products out there and really QA test them like our customers do, and so scrape that stuff and put it in your knowledge base.
Exactly. Ultimately your products are, especially in our business, they're being used with so many other various different computer configurations, different routers, different other equipment. Well, it's impossible to know all that stuff. But our forums and crowdsourcing, we have that information. Now we have to make sure that information is given to every phone representative, because who's sick and tired of calling up and having someone tell you, oh, it's your router. Then you call the router company, they tell you it's your Windows computer.
Not our problem.
It's never Mac, because I have a Mac and I refuse to say it's a Mac, but it's Windows.
Right. Well, I mean, this is what I get. Is it plugged in? Is the light green? I'm sorry, not our problem.
People just want it to work. And so if you utilize the forums, information, it's great. But you can even guide people to the forum conversations on the topic. And guess what? Now you're guiding them to the cheapest form of assistance. And the best part is, it's the right answer.
Well, I know. See, that's the thing, is when we used to do self-service, and we know, the hype around knowledge management didn't really gave you tons of answers, or a 100-page document that you then had to search in. So when agents used it to get answers, they're reading and interpreting a 100-page document. When we do it as customers, we're like, okay, I don't know, where's the answer? And we pick up the phone. Now you have crowdsourcing, now you have forums, and you have people who can vote on the relevancy without gaming it.
Yep.
So hey, 10,000 people voted on this. I think we're going in the right direction.
Exactly. To me, that is the next form of true changing in service. And it's not going to be about selling things. Whoever got the idea of force feeding sales down people's throats. If one more company tells me, oh, did you log into our mobile website today? Shut up and fix my reason for calling first.
Right.
I don't mind you selling, but let's get my reason dealt with.
Fix the problem first, then I become loyal and grateful. Then I'm open to buying anything from you, because I know when I reach out to you and I have a problem, you'll be there.
That's exactly it. And I think the forum and that information. So I think the next big thing we're going to start seeing is a lot more aggregation of this information. Because today forums are not as popular as they once were, simply because I could be on Facebook and be friends with my people, my buddies that I was in the forums with, as well as the guys I have beer with on Saturday night. And so now it's going to be aggregating information from all these other spaces into the forums, whether it be through search mechanisms or something along those lines, and then tying that directly into the phone calls. And I envision the calls someday going, here's what our forums are talking about, or our crowd sourcing information is. Let me send you a link to that. Such a great experience for the customer. Yep. And I'm very excited to be heading in that direction. And I think that this is one of the main reasons why it makes sense for customers service to really own this space. This is about relationships with customers and dialogue with customers. And
Frank, I think that's an interesting comment, because I'm often, I posed a blog post that caused a lot of controversy. And here's what I see. Nobody's in the cloud, Twitter, Facebook, saying, marketing, you sent me too many email messages, could you cut it out? They're saying, your product sucks, your company sucks, you don't care about me, I can't get service. And customer service is the group that has to reach out and respond to this. And if you look at marketing, technology, just the technology, their technology pushes. It is not interactive. And so while I think it's a shared responsibility across PR, marketing, Marcom, engineering, quality, like everybody, somebody has to lead the customer interaction.
I think the customer service has always led customer interactions and dialogue, and that's why they're the best suited area for this. Now, ultimately, marketing, there is marketing purposes there. There's great information they can get from social media, as well as they could have some type of pushing of information. But first, you have to earn that right to sell, just like a call.
Right.
And in order to do that, you need a service. Interesting USA Today article yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations.
No, I'm not going to say I'm overly thrilled. We, didn't help a customer that I would have liked to. I was very upset at the article, not because of the writer of the article, but because we missed something. And I hate missing anything.
I know, but see, what I think about Twitter is that it's a good catalyst to get the CEO to notice. Are you going to really resolve 100% in Twitter?
There's not a way.
It's not a way.
There's not a way. I'm actually going to do a blog post today when I have a few moments. Twitter is the panacea, but it's not nirvana. It's
right.
Bringing together things, but it is not complete nirvana in everything. There's other pieces to get to nirvana for companies. But at the same time, interesting discussion in the whole article talked about how all these companies have gone out to do other things, whether it be pushing information or sharing press releases or whatever, and their efforts have to turn to customer service because that's what the customer wants in the space.
Right.
And it cracks me up that people don't even think of that right off the bat. It makes the most sense.
Well, I know, and like United, remember we were at the Right Now conference and Dave Carroll was there, and they showed the United breaks the guitars, and then it pans over and the spotlight is on Dave singing the song right in front of us. And then we learned that United lost his luggage on the way to this conference. So 2 faux pas. If that guy was in my database, I would be like red flag, first class ticket. And what's interesting is United is still pushing marketing messages out in Twitter.
You look at the airlines, they have some great examples of good work too, though.
Oh yeah, JetBlue,
I think JetBlue,
Virgin.
Southwest has done some good things. Virgin has done some great things. And I don't understand why you don't look at what the best of the competitors are doing. But the other thing I'm going to say in social spaces, though, look at everybody that is talked about positively in social media. There's one theme, and that theme is you always know who is behind the tweets. You know the person, and they do make it a dialogue, and that's why they have the respect that they get recognized the way they do. And that's something I think is also missing from every one of these. And it's because of marketing. I was at a marketing conference one time, and there was a bank there who's describing all the stuff they're doing. And it's all about the brand, it's all about the brand, it's all about the brand. He said that about 20 times. And I finally turned to him and said, how do you answer your phones? Do you answer your phones, XYZ Bank, what do you want? Or do you say who you are? This is customer service 101. This is not anything that is,
It's not the reinvention. I mean, I think it's the reinvention of Deming, personally.
Deming's a great example, and it is a reinvention of it. It's a new space. It's a new way.
Plus, we have technology. I mean, Deming had words. Now we have enabling technology that makes QA different than it's ever been before.
Absolutely. And, but people have to look at it, and they have to look at it a little differently, and but in some ways past the number. And now it's the story, it's the person, there's so much more about this. And we're at an age now. Looking at the history of customer service as a good example. It was all about relationships, one-on-one.
Hey Frank, we're at 10 minutes. Can I stop you and we'll do
Sure.
a second one?
You got
All
it.
right, thank you. We'll